I'm going to start with my left, cross it over my right, reach through, and grab the back of my right leg and bring it toward my chest. Drop the shoulders down and back. Focus on that belly button being pulled toward the ground first. So pull the hips back, flat on the floor, and then bring that knee or leg closer to your chest. Lower back staying flat, and then try to bring that leg closer. You can kind of nudge that, for me, left leg out away from the body with that elbow. So my left elbow is gently pressing on my left knee as I'm pulling that leg toward my chest, as I'm bringing that lower back closer to the floor. 30 seconds worth. Let's switch sides. Right over left, reach through, grab the left leg, pull it towards your chest. Then check in. Is my lower back flat against the floor? Can I pull my hips back a little bit? And then bring that knee or leg, I should say, closer to your chest. And then nudge that right knee out with that right elbow. Switch sides. We're going to add to this now. So check in, lower back's flat. Pull that leg close to your body. And then whatever leg, I still have I'm on my right side now. So I'm going to extend or straighten my right leg, point my toes toward the ceiling, and then pull my toes toward my shins. And then press toward the ceiling, really point those toes, squeeze the quads, squeeze the calves, and then pull the toes close to the shin. Just going to do about 10 reps. Next up, we're going to do a minute worth of inchworms. So, standing up, flat back, fold over at your waist, walk yourself out to a high plank position, and then bring your toes, feet closer to your hands, and then continue to walk out. Okay, so we're going to do forward walks with these inchworms for a minute. Again, fold over at your waist, get that hamstring stretch. Put your hands down, walk yourself all the way out, high plank, stop here for a second, and then pull your hips up, and then walk those feet in closer to the hands, feel that lower back stretch, and then proceed to walk out to another rep. Take your time, it's part of our mobility. Yeah, that was a good one. All right, mobility's done, warm up next, chipper style, 3 exercises to get the core fired up, activate the shoulders, and give you guys a little mini pump. Okay, first exercise, those pull downs. Simple. Here, straight arms, and you're pulling that band right down towards your chest. Okay, so this side, you're looking to activate the lats, the back of the shoulders, pulling straight down. Next up, plank shoulder knee tap. So high plank position here, shoulder, shoulder, knee, knee. That's 1 rep. You're doing 30 of them for your chipper. And then Deadbugs. There's a bunch of different ways we can do Deadbugs. I'm going to suggest we do them this way. You guys could use a a lighter band, which would be blue on the rig. And let me see here. This will work. I'm just using a bench for the folks at home. You want some resistance on that band. So pull yourself away far enough that you have to, really press. I'll do it slow so it won't snap me in the head. Folks at home, make sure you have that band on something sturdy like a couch. Something that's heavier than the band. Okay, but you're pressing in, pulling that butt in, or belly button down toward the floor. Make sure that lower back is smashed in the floor, flat. Pressing into here, feeling that resistance in your arms, but your lats and your core. And then as you maintain that lower back position against the floor, now you're extending one leg at a time. And think about what we just did with the figure 4. You're actually pointing your toes, squeezing your quads, and then coming back in. Okay? While preventing that lower back from rising up. So that's where the work's gonna come into play. Really bringing that belly button down. Okay? Simple stuff, but not an easy exercise. All right, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Work period. 2 couplets. Superset style. Every 2 minutes in a minute, we're starting a new round. shoulders and lats today. So your first exercise is going to be a lateral raise, which means just bringing the dumbbells up to your side, right? That's a lateral position, right? But I want you to do it this way. I want you to think about rotating your shoulders outward or externally, and then bringing your wrist up to a 90-degree position. So your shoulder, elbow, wrist are in a 90-degree position. Sorry for my back and your face, Carlo. And now you're going to do this way. We're going to call it a butterfly lateral raise. So you're swinging up, okay? Athletic stance, bend your knees. You can lean forward a little bit. Think about coming up to a parallel position to the floor. You don't have to come up any higher than this. Okay, it's working the muscles on the outer shoulder, and since you're rotating outward, you get a little bit of upper back muscle going on too. Okay, so, okay, now I'm going to show you the ratio of weights that I particularly would choose, and you guys can decide from there. Those are going to be done faster, not fast, that's all relative, but faster. And then your slow exercise is going to be old school Arnold Press. So you're going to take a seated position. Okay, keep the trunk nice and tight. You don't want to collapse. You still want a nice solid core. And your 10-second rep is going to be 5 on the way up. Get to the top, and then 5 on the way down. And then right back into 5 on the way up, and then 5 on the way down. So an Arnold Press is starting in this kind of reverse grip position. Very similar to this. You just did it, right? So now it's here. And you're rotating outward and then pressing up. Okay? So you can actually start the movement by pressing up and then start rotating outward. Okay? That's going to be your 5-second on the way up, 5-second on the way down, 5-rep exercise. After your 2 minutes of rest, we're going to do the second couplet. Number 1 is going to be a plank scapula rocker. You're going to take a low plank position here. Okay? You're going to pinch your shoulder blades down, like pinch the upper back. Then you're going to press your hands into the floor, pull your hips back, and then come right back down. So you're pressing your elbows, hands, and wrists into the floor, bringing the hips back toward the heels, and then dropping right back down. So you're pressing out. All these muscles are helping. Upper back, upper shoulder muscles are getting fired up, so to speak. I like using the term fired up because you're going to feel a little burn, okay? We're doing 10 to 15 reps. I say 10 to 15 because that's a great mobility exercise as well. So if you were to do them a little bit slower, but faster, if that makes any kind of sense, do 10 so you can really feel each rep. Or if you have great mobility and you're cranking them out, you can do 15. Either way, that's going to be your first exercise. And then next exercise, sorry, lost my train of thought. It's going to be a dumbbell pullover. Using the bench, using the same area of your body, muscle group. You're going to take a kind of a bridge position, make sure these glutes are supporting your hips, head, upper back is on the bench. One dumbbell, interlace or make a diamond, so to speak, with your hands. So you want to put that dumbbell so you have that firm grip on that dumbbell, right? Dumbbell's above your head. You want to make sure you're protecting your face. And you can overlap the other hand for safety. Now, slight elbow bend, and you're keeping that position as you do your 5 on the way down, getting that great stretch, and you're doing 5 on the way up. Really trying to pull and use these muscles down here. Like I said earlier with the Deadbugs, you're trying to pull your scapula toward, or your shoulder blade towards your hip. Okay, you're going to feel it in your triceps? Yeah, sure, of course. The triceps are working back to the arm, and they're helping out. They're an assistant muscle group. But the major muscle that's working is back here, the chunk, the lat. It's a huge muscle. So inhale on the way down for your 5, and then exhale on the way up for your 5. And then right back into your next rep, keeping that 5-second on the way up, 5-second on the way down tempo. Only doing, there's no reps there, anywhere from 5 to 7. Right? So if you pick a weight that's a little bit heavier, you want to do 5, that's fine. Or a little bit lighter of a weight, you want to do up to 7, that's fine. But just remember, every 2 minutes we're starting a new round, so you want to get a few seconds of rest in there. Okay? Great little upper body pump sesh. Here's how it's going down, finisher style. 5 rounds, 1 exercise, core and shoulder. One for the core and shoulder. Here's how the first one's going down, Roman sit-up. I'm just showing you with 2 dumbbells. You don't have to use 2, you can use 1. But if you're going to use 1, grab it by the knuckles. Okay, keep that weight directly above your head. And you're exhaling on the way up. Getting up to a seated position, this is your end point. And then 1 vertebrae at a time on the way down. Okay, 2 dumbbells are just going to make it a little bit more challenging for the shoulder mobility and stability, but equally as beneficial for the shoulders and core. Okay? Okay, we're doing 12 reps. Folks at home, you're gonna do a back widow. So bend your knees, flatten your back, driving your elbows into the ground. Think about max holding here. Now, how do we talk about max holding? Max muscles working. Not just how long I can hold it, how many muscles can I get fired up? So I'm pulling my elbows back, upper back's engaged, pinching my shoulder blades down and back, while, if you can, get those feet up off the ground. I'm vibrating right now, I don't know if you guys can see that. But this is pretty much where I want to be for the max amount of time I can hold, okay? And I'll let your own conscience be your guide in how long your max hold would be. Okay, we're doing 5 rounds, do 12 on the Roman sit-ups, and then max hold on the back widow or TRX flex. Let's go.